Hi guys, hope you're doing good. In this video, we're going to learn about pointers in Go programming language. People from Python background, this is something new for you because you don't have pointers in Python. But people from C or C++ background, you're most familiar with pointers already, right? So let me go ahead and give some example to make you understand what is pointers and what we can do with pointers. Let me give the important things that are necessary for any Go programming language. That is the package main, import fmt, and function main. So let me create a variable called as val1. Let me create one more variable, that is val2, and let me get some input for val1. And let me try to store the value of val1 inside val2, and let me say val2 plus plus, that is I'm incrementing the value val2, and we'll say println. Let me try to print val1 and val2. Let me save it and run this code for you. Run. Okay, let me give some input, that is 12. So when I give 12, it means that I'm getting input for val1 as 12, and I'm storing the value of val1 in val2, and then I'm incrementing val2. When I print, I'm getting the value of val1 as it is, that is 12, and the value of val2 as 13, right? So what's happening here exactly? I'm not moving val1 to val2. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the value of val1 and storing it in val2. So nothing will happen to val1 if something is happening to val2. There is no, I'm not linking anything. I'm not storing val1 inside val2. What I'm doing here is taking the value of val1, put it inside the variable val2. When I increment val2, only the variable val2 will get affected. Nothing will happen to val1. Okay, now if at all I want something should happen, if at all I want something should happen to val1, if at all I change something in val2, now what should I do for that? Okay, let me tell you what should I do for that. For that, I'll be creating a pointer variable, right? Let me change this name for naming convention. Let me change it to ptr, right? So when I say ptr, it is a pointer variable, right? Whenever any data type is preceded by a pointer symbol, then that variable becomes a pointer variable, right? So this variable becomes a pointer variable. Now what is the use of this pointer variable? That is what I'm going to tell you now, right? So the use of pointer variable, it helps you to hold the memory address of any variable. Now what I can do, I can hold the memory address of any variable. Now what I can do is that I can say ptr, which is assigned to address, right? So this ampersand symbol helps you to get the address of any variable, right? So this operator, pointer operator is there, right? I put a star. This operator is also known as a dereference operator or indirection operator, right? The name of that operator is dereference operator or indirection operator. So let me write it for you here, right? This operator is known as dereference or indirection operator. The process what we are doing there is we call it as dereferencing or indirecting. The process what we are doing, right? We are holding the address, we are storing the address of any variable here. So if I hold the address, what I can do, that is what I'm going to tell you, right? Let me take this out for some time. I'll try to print it. I'll say ptr. So when I say print ptr, what should it print? It will print the address of the variable val1. So it is printing the address, right? It is printing in hexadecimal format. Now if I want to dereference and see the value, right? So this process what I'm doing here is called as dereferencing, right? What I'm doing, dereferencing or indirecting, whatever you want to say, right? So when I say star ptr, it means that it goes to this address. What is this address? That is the address of val1, right? What I'm storing in ptr, the address of val1. What is the address? This is the address. It will go to this address and take the value. When I say star, it will dereference and take the value from that address. What is the address value at that address? Whatever I'm giving here, right? So if I give 12, it will be 12. Let me run this code for you. Let me give the value 12. 1 minute. I think I didn't save it. Yeah. Let me clear the screen and run it for you again. When I give the input as 12, I'll be getting 12. So what is this operator is doing? It is dereferencing. It is going to that address, fetching the value from that address and printing you back, right? I can access the value at the address with the help of this dereference operator. Okay, so let me say I'll say val1, I'll say star ptr. Now what is ptr? Ptr is at the address, right? Ptr will be storing the address. When I say star ptr, it means that go inside that address, dereference inside that address, and then say plus plus. Now what will happen? Let me try to show you. Let me show you, like I'll print val1. So when I print val1, see what happens. It's printing 13. Can you see that? Yes. What it actually does, when I say star ptr, it means that it is going inside the location of the variable val1. It will go inside. What will be there inside that location? Memory address 12, right? So it takes the value and then increments it, right? Dereferencing means going inside the memory location, right? If there is any memory address, it will go inside that memory address, whatever is there, take it, fetch it, access it, or if I want to increment it, I can increment it, do whatever you want. Store with some other value, yes, that is also possible. Let me say 23. Let me save this code for you and run it again. Let me say 12, but it prints 23. The reason, val1 is stored with 12 at this place, and then when it comes here, I'm storing the address of val1 inside ptr, and when I say access star, that is dereference ptr, go inside the address of val1, memory location of val1, and then store it with 23. It means that 23 will replace the value 12, and then I'm printing it, right? So if I want to do any change from any place, it is very simple. Pass the address, store it in a pointer, change it from anywhere else. Got it, guys? Okay, and one more thing that I want to say, people from C background, unlike C, Go doesn't have pointer arithmetic, right? So pointer arithmetic in the sense ptr plus plus. I cannot do any arithmetic operation on pointer. This is possible in C, but not possible in Go, right? This is not possible in Go. If I run this, you will be getting an error. Let me show you that as well. Invalid operation. So I cannot do any pointer arithmetic. Okay. And one more thing I want to say, if I want to store the address of any variable, I should hold the same type. An integer pointer can store only the address of integer variable. A float pointer can store only the address of float variable. Let me change it. Let me say float 32, right? So let me have a pointer of type float 32 and a variable of type integer and try to store the address of it. You'll be getting an error because type mismatch. I cannot store the address of a float, or sorry, an integer into a float 32 or an float 32 and integer. Nothing is possible, right? So I should have it of the same type. Okay, let me try it with int 32. Let me try it with int 32. Not possible because it is of type integer and this pointer is of type int 32. If I give int 32 there, then this should solve the problem. Got it? Right? So any pointer type, right? Any pointer type is there, any pointer variable is there. It should be of the same type of which variable's address it is going to store. If a pointer is going to store the address of an int 32, my pointer should be of type int 32. If a pointer is going to store the address of a float 64, then the pointer should be of type float 64. Hope you got this, guys. And I want to tell one more thing. If a pointer variable, right, if I don't initialize anything to a pointer variable, I'll tell you the default value of a pointer variable. Let me comment this out for you. I'll say fmt.print. Let me give you the default value of a pointer variable. Any default value of any normal variable is 0. So if it is integer, it will be 0. Float, it will be 0. Complex, it is 0 plus 0i. And if it is pointer, the 0 value of pointer is nil. 0 value of pointer is nil, right? Let me comment this for you sometime. It's not required for me. Let me take the pointer alone. I'll clear the screen for you. Let me try to print the default value of pointer. You can see it clearly here. It is nil, right? So the default value of pointer is nil. Okay. That's it for this video, guys. I'm done with it. If you have any doubts or queries, you can very well comment in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.